This may have been a mistake, because I kind of love it. If you're like me, you've always grown up wanting to have a big truck pickup. Now, they did make little pickup trucks that were the size of a pickup. They were called Kodiaks, I believe it was, and they were built on Vancouver Island. A lot of people have made mini trucks. You know, some of us drive big trucks to work, but they're sometimes not too convenient. But check what came to visit me today. Oh, it's a little Kenworth. Hey, check it out. Now, a local to Prince George, longtime resident Greg Zorb, built this for towing his fifth wheel. He was over this morning and we were talking about it, and I said, Greg, can I take a video of your pickup truck? And he said, yeah, of course. And he's thinking about selling it. So I gotta show you guys this. Now, it's a little dirty because, like I say, he just brought it over. It's been parked for a little bit. Now, when Greg built this, he built it so the sleeper was the same height as the truck. One of the key elements too is that the pickup box, oh, and it's locked, folds down and is no higher than a regular pickup. So like this is nice and low for pinning up to his fifth wheel. How cool is that? Of course, it's on 19.5-inch wheels, air ride. But this is just beautiful. Just a beautiful little Kenworth. Now, Greg deleted it, so mostly for convenience sake, because he didn't want to have to deal with DDF, EGRs and all that stuff, and it hauls butt. But check it out. Like, it's so easy to get into. I love these seats. They got that nice smooth velvety feel. Now, it only has 96,317 kilometers, 1,958 hours. Now, it does have a check engine light on, and that's for a low coolant warning. It's just a sensor that's mocked up, and yeah, Greg hasn't changed the sensor because they want to change a wiring harness or something. But yeah, Allison automatic, just set up with a little bench in the back. How do I turn that light on? But yeah, it's got the little bench in the back, storage in there so you could actually sit a few people or sleep in it. What a hoot. What a hoot is that? But nice seats. Now this is a true mini truck. A mini truck, if ever there was a mini truck. Love it. Love it! Still got the plastic on the dash there.
You want to move it around, you just push D and...
Just push D and go?
Step on the brake and push D and you can move it or take it around the yard. Okay. You want to set it up any way you want.
Mind if I dig it for a quick rip up the road? Or? Okay.
The engine brake is on too, so you get the feel of that.
Oh, perfect. Well, I gotta go take it for a drive then. Do you want to ride back to the office, or do you want to just wait for me, or?
I'll just wait here.
Okay. Okay, I'll just go for a quick little...
I'd like to take it to Froggy's Memorial on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then after that I can park it here.
Sure. Nope, sounds good.
I'd like to just take advantage of the fact that it's supposed to be over here.
Oh, yeah. It's not raining.
Well, if you wanted to open those doors to...
Yeah. You just...
You have to take the key and I just only got the one key.
Oh, that's okay. We can do that later.
Yeah. Needs a little dust.
And the batteries are in behind there? Or?
Yep.
Okay.
But one thing I would do there, you know, we were really fighting for height here.
Yeah.
I wanted the steps to be exactly the same from here to here to here to the ground, okay?
Yeah.
So I set it up that way. And we should have put a drop floor in the battery box to get the batteries down a little bit. They're pretty tight in there.
Okay.
And then to the 502 opens the doors and just lift it and slide it off.
Oh, cool. And those are the stainless running boards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Soft and steel there. Stainless brush stainless here. I wanted brush instead of chrome.
Oh, yeah.
If you have any dents in it, you'll see it in chrome, but you don't see it in this.
Right.
This is nice. We made these ourselves.
I never even noticed that, but that looks really good.
Brush there.
Yeah. Do both pipes work?
Oh yeah, it's all hooked up. I
Yep.
got a Y and it's direct half and half.
Yeah.
Goes out of the back end at 5 inch into a 3 inch.
Okay.
And then Riker Muffler made me pipes. And right in under here, see it steps down from 5 back down to 3, 3.5 down there. See?
Oh, yeah.
On both sides. It's a genuine dual exhaust.
Yeah. Unlike the new trucks.
Yeah. No, they're not fake.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic.
Looks like fuel box. You open it up and filler and hose, pump inside and everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's not hooked up to here. You bring it out and fuel tanks under here.
Oh, yeah.
Just get the hose down here and flip the switch and it's like you pump on it.
Oh, neat.
Here's interior off-road.
I was going to say, that's not a cheap tank.
No, it was, this price on it was $2,500, $2,500.
Yeah.
I paid them $1,250 for it.
Oh, wow.
And of course, if you want to find out what the history is here, just go talk to Mike,
Yeah.
because they built it.
Yeah.
This is what I was talking about, new back, new corners, this piece down here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This chunk was replaced, and these corners, we got rid of all that flooring and chicken lights.
Yep.
I put the windows in too.
That's a nice touch. Maybe I'll take her for a quick little drive and I'll be right back. Thanks, Greg.
You gotta have your foot on the brake to make it change any gears.
Okay. And this is a 6-speed?
5-speed.
5-speed, okay.
It's a 6-speed transmission, but Kenworth blocks it out. So only turns it out with 5.
Okay.
Keep the speed down.
Yep.
That's where your fuel economy is too.
And what did you get for fuel economy towing your trailer? 20?
Well, 14 to 15 miles a gallon towing the trailer. Overall average, and that's in the hills and everything.
Yep.
Flat ground, you're probably more, but with bobtail into Salem, Oregon, I got 22.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
There's air.
Yep.
It's hooked up to the compressor.
Gotcha.
There's a switch for the compressor here too. Yeah, the center one here. On the spare, that turns the compressor off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is
This
neat.
gauge here shows you what you got for allowable, and there's what how much air it's taking.
Okay. Because this is juice brakes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Little disc brakes. Don't step down too hard, or your nose will be in the windshield. It's got
Yeah,
brakes.
right.
It's got brakes. I'll take her for a little burn, and I'll take her back to the yard.
Okay, sounds good. I won't be very long. I'll just go for a rip down the road and back.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Greg. All right, guys, here we go. Now this is a toter home. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, it turns pretty darn. Ooh, yeah, it stops on a dime. Oh, yeah. Look at the view. Like, my gosh, the visibility visibility is fantastic. I have to admit, the performance, because I know Greg said that the performance from this little truck was quite impressive, and you know, being that the little trucks from factory, they're, you know, they're geared and powered to be trucks, so they're not really responsive, you know, in their truck form. But that's why Greg had it deleted and just tuned a little bit to run basically like a pickup. So like he says, it's got about 400. Oh yeah, there we go, we got the jig going. I'm sorry guys, but that's just cool. Yeah, so like the performance of this is like a pickup, but it's not like a truck. I guess it's like a truck, but a pickup truck. There we go. Roll some coal, boys. Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh geez, I better slow down. It's already doing 100K. This is just a hoot. Oh, manual driver's window. Yeah, this thing is, oh, they should build Super Cs with these chassis. I mean, I guess they do with Freightliner chassis, but this is such a cool little pickup. Now, I think Greg is gonna let me help sell it for him. So if any of you guys are interested in this truck, it's only got 96,000 kilometers, which is like nothing for this engine. 1,900 hours, like it's barely broke in. So yeah, price be about 98,000 Canadian. I think that's a pretty fair deal, but oh my gosh, such a blast. She'll get up and boogie. So yeah, cruise along at 60 mile an hour. Well, 50, well, okay, 60 mile an hour. Well, okay, what am I doing? Like 58 at 1600 RPM. So that's what Greg was talking about, it being in its sweet spot. And she's definitely in her sweet spot. I gotta turn some AC on though, because I'm hot. There we go. Don't need the heat on. But what a beautiful little truck this is. It's got dual stacks. Oh, I love this. I wonder if Andrew'd let me buy it. Probably not. Oh yeah, you can hear the jigs. Not very loud. Oh, there we go. It's kind of nice that it's not really loud too, because, you know, really, if you're gonna actually use this for an RV tour, you don't want it to have a loud bark, because that's when you annoy people at the campground and stuff. It's a 6.7, I think it's a 6.7 Cummins essentially, and it sounds just like a Dodge pickup really. It's got plenty of get up and go, like holy cannoli. This is just a hoot. What's the engine brake on? Cruise control. Okay, so engine brake is on, off. You don't have 3 positions that I can see, so that's okay. You know, if I had this pickup, I would daily drive it. This pickup truck. So Greg said 22 miles to the gallon, basically bobtailing and go as fast as you want to go. Not that we want to go fast, but 22 miles to the gallon is pretty good. So I would be curious as to what it would be like if a guy was commuting to work in it, because you could totally commute to work in this. Like, no issues. is, well, for one thing, he's a wealth of knowledge. I mean, he's had his own trucking company, he's had his low bed company, you know, been very successful at a lot of things, started a plastics company, and it was successful, and he sold it, and he just hit the nail on the head building this truck. Now, for him, it was a hobby, and, you know, this truck was a stock truck at Kenworth. He got a good deal on it. I think it's an 09 that he bought in 2010 or 2011, so it was like a model year old, I believe. And he built it into this, and really looked at the gearing and everything like that to build, you know, essentially the pickup truck, you know, the truck that could be a pickup. And so often they're either more of a pickup or they're more of a truck, and they don't do either or really well. But this is truly a truck that drives like a pickup. You know, started its life as a truck. It's got all the components of a truck, but it's been tuned and built to be low like a pickup. So like that tailgate, you know, folds down nice and low. It's easy to get into, so it's not like it's really tall and hard to get in and out of. But it's still a truck. So that's what I think is really cool. And there's not many people that I know of that have built something like this on a newer chassis. You know, and if I had to complain about anything, not that there's that much to complain about, the only thing that I would do for myself is I might see if I can move the seat back just a little more, which it probably can't go, but it's such a fun little truck. I just can't get over it. Now, the one thing I do find is with the hydraulic pedal, it is up a little bit, if you can see my foot, which is a little bit uncomfortable. But let's face it, this truck wasn't necessarily designed for hydraulic brakes back in the day. I mean, it's got hydraulic brakes, so anybody can drive it without having to have an air brakes endorsement, which is really awesome. So your wife could drive it, huh? Huh? Roll the goal! You know, I bet it would bust the tires loose if you let it, but I'm not even gonna try because it's, you know, respect to Greg's truck. But it's a peppy little, it's peppy. She's a peppy little lad, I tell ya. So we're gonna see if we can make her roll coal though, because I mean, yeah, you gotta roll coal. So let's see. Okay, we're doing 100 now. Oh, I wonder if Greg would give me a deal on this. Like, seriously. You know what? To heck with selling it. You know, I legit would daily drive this. I mean, I know it's a Kenworth and I'm Peterbilt Mike, but this is legit really cool. It's comfortable. It's as comfortable as my pickup, maybe even more comfortable. You know, I can stretch my left leg out, which is a big thing for me because normally Kenworths hurt my knees to drive. But yeah, I would absolutely love this truck. Kind of makes a guy want to build one. Well, I mean, I guess I got some Cabovers I could build, but build one in a Peterbilt form. But man, this is just a hoot. And it's only got 96,000 kilometers. Now, in retrospect, the lifespan of this truck is probably 800,000-900,000 kilometers before any major work, you know, especially when used on the highway, like 1,900 hours. So, you know, generally we figure on 300 hours for an oil change, you know, with our logging stuff. So if you go by 300 hours for an oil change, that means this truck has only had at 1,900 hours. So that would be like 7 oil changes in its life so far. Like, it's hardly broke in, but it is broke in. It's like at the perfect stage of its life. It needs me. It really does. I want to buy it. I really do. I can't afford it, Well, I guess I could afford it. It's just a payment, right? I'll just tell Andrew, honey, it's just a payment. That's all it is. And it'll last better than a pickup. But, oh, yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I'm so glad Greg brought it by for me to look at. And like he says, you know, they've done all their traveling. Greg actually built a 352 Pete Cabover once with a full-size 45-foot trailer. Maybe it was a 50-foot trailer, I don't know. Back in the 80s that he used for an RV, and that was quite the hoot. So, like he says, he's done all the traveling that they've wanted to do, and from now on, he's like, you know, I don't think we're gonna do the fifth wheel stuff. He's getting up there in age, so he's like, we're just gonna fly and not do the driving stuff so much. So, but yeah, I love it. I'm sorry, I'm hooked. Maybe, you know what, if you want to buy it, I don't know if it's gonna be for sale by the time this video comes out, because I'm kind of in love. I mean, look at that. I think the air conditioning needs to be recharged, but that's minor. Just a hoot. You know, it's just, yeah. Drives nice. Jake's nice. Anybody could drive it. It's maneuverable, like super maneuverable. So, and really, I'm just testing its turnability. Like, check this out. Look at how sharp it turns. Like, that's every bit as good or better than a pickup truck. Now what do I do? Neutral, then it's got a manual e-brake. Because it is juice brakes, so there is no I could almost put one in just so that you could get that sound effect, but like, check it out. I'm gonna go back in there. You're like, right, honey? Oh, yeah. Yep. How about it? I could have a nap. What do you think, guys? Got windows back here. You know what? If a guy just put some seat belts, you got windows. I mean, it is a little bit dark because you got the smaller opening, but yeah, nothing wrong with that. Let's go look under the hood. This may have been a mistake, because I kind of love it. Super easy to open the hood. So it's got the little, look at how low it is. Giant disc brakes. Like, this thing stops on a dime. Oh, this is super cool. So cool. I'm marking out a little bit. Better put on my salesman face. Just like, you can step right in here to work on things. Not that it really needs to be worked on. So this is, what is, ooh, it's the PX6. Yeah, so it's a 6.7 liter diesel, which is a Cummins. So even though it's a PACCAR engine, it's actually a Cummins engine. And oh, and this is the coolant sensor that's given him the bugbear for the check engine light. But just an absolute hoot. Look at that. And you know, with that wheelbase, I'm surprised it turns as sharp as it does. Like, it's it's surprising. And look at how sharp. I like it. I really, really like it. I think it's done very tastefully. You know, even though it's, you know, it's got the Ford box, but it suits, like, it just suits it. It's got a little visor on it, but it's not like a great big monster drop, which is nice. Oh yeah, the sleeper, our body shop actually mounted the sleeper on this. and did all the paint work for Greg, and it looks fantastic. But anyways, guys, if you're interested, just bleep bloop down in the comments. I don't know, we'll see what happens, but it might be sold already, so just don't tell my wife. Take care, thanks for watching, bye.